6 months ago, I owned 12 trucks. Tonight, I'm here to take one from the man who took everything else.
Coleman Logistics wasn't just my company. It was my father's dream, with my name finally on the door. Derek Vance came in year 3. Sharp suit, sharper numbers. I handled the trucks, he handled the money. I trusted him with the one thing I never should have handed anyone: the books.
Looking back, the signs were everywhere. Invoices that didn't add up, a new car in Derek's driveway I never asked about. But when a man tells you, "I've got it handled for 8 years straight," you stop checking.
Derek had been draining the company through shell accounts for 2 years. When it was time to disappear, he didn't just take the money, he put my signature on every fraudulent transfer he made.
They took the business. Then they took my house payment. Then, on a Tuesday morning, they took the one truck I had left while my daughter watched through the curtains. That's the day I stopped being angry and started being useful. The same bank that just repossessed my truck was hiring men to repossess everyone else's. I'd spent 8 years learning every trick a man uses to hide an asset. Turns out, that's exactly what they were looking for. I didn't know it yet, but somewhere in that building was a file with Derek's name on it. I was about to become the last person on earth he wanted looking for him.
By 9 a.m. on my first day, there was already a video of me online. Caption: "Coleman Logistics guy is repoing cars now." I didn't watch it. I had 6 pickups before noon. Sal had been doing this 11 years. He read people the way I used to read freight manifests. First rule, he told me, it's never personal, even when they scream like it is. Second rule, the ones who scream the loudest usually owe the most on more than just this car. I figured if I was gonna survive this, I'd better learn fast. I'd hired her, trained her. Now I was standing in her driveway with a clipboard instead of a paycheck. She didn't say a word. Neither did I. I just did the job, and I made sure I was the last face she'd remember being kind to that day.
Somewhere around week 3, something shifted. I stopped seeing the job as punishment and started seeing it as access. I had a badge that let me search vehicle titles, shell company registrations, liens, every place a man like Derek might be hiding. For 2 years, I didn't know what city Derek was even in. And there it was, sitting in a database, 90 days past due. A truck like everything else in this business, waiting for someone to come collect it. Sal didn't ask why. He just asked one question. "You sure you're ready for what you find at that address?" I wasn't. I took the file anyway. I built that gate, delivered it myself, back when Derek told me it was for a client in the next county. It wasn't. It was for him. He didn't just steal the money. He used my own company, my own crew, to build the life he was planning to disappear into. Every plank of that fence I paid for, without knowing it. I'd learned by now, never raise your voice, never explain more than the paperwork requires. It's the only power you have in that driveway. So I let the order speak for me. 2 years of rehearsing what I'd say to him, and when the moment came, I said nothing. I just finished the hookup. Some conversations aren't worth having in a stranger's driveway. I wanted mine on my terms. Derek wasn't just late on a car payment. He was closing out everything and getting on a plane in 36 hours. If I wanted the truth and everything else he owed me, this was the only window I'd ever get. I had 36 hours to decide what kind of man I wanted to be when this was over. The one who let him disappear, or the one who made sure he never did.